There are four color personalities: autumn, spring, summer, and winter. Carole Jackson in Color Me Beautiful discusses these. The summer is the pastel look with bluish undertones to all the colors. If you drape silver behind a summer, they will look great. The winter is the crisp and clear look with bluish undertones to all the colors. If you drape silver behind a winter, they will look great. The autumn looks great in the color of the fall leaves with a golden undertone to all the colors. Drape gold behind an autumn and they will look great. The spring is the less intense autumn. All their colors have golden undertones, like the color of a California poppy. A spring will look great draped in gold. I believe Lyudmila Putin is an autumn romantic. She looks great in gold, like a typical autumn, and looks dreadful in silver. I can see her best look in the golden autumn colors with an extreme feminine and luxurious essence, the romantic clothing personality. Larisa, Vladimir Putin's wife, who died in 2000, was a summer soft classic, I believe. Unlike the faulty Larisa clone Lyudmila, Larisa looked great in silver and colors with a bluish undertone and the pastels of summer. I can see her stunning in a business-like suit dress in summer pastels with a soft scarf around her neck, a summer soft classic. I am going to be discussing colors and styles. As you can see here, this is from David Kibbe's Metamorphosis book. This is an extreme yang. She's the epitome of the contemporary woman and like statuesque beauties like Greta Garbo and Alexis Smith. Yang is angular bone structure, taut and narrow body type, chiseled facial features, and sharp and straight. Texture of her skin is thick and smooth. Texture of the hair is flat and silky sleek. Okay, here we've got extreme yin. She's kind of like Vivian Leigh or Hedy Lamarr. She's got the physicality of the yin, delicacy, sensitivity, vulnerability, sparking glamour, luscious femininity, delicate bone structure, soft and curvy body type, small facial bones, and rounded facial features. Okay, let's go on here to the different types. Here we have an example of a dramatic who is not dressed in her colors or her clothing personality. To the left. To the left, she looks like she's dressed in winter colors. This is a dramatic. A dramatic is the extreme yang look. She should have a chiseled beauty about her. She needs to emphasize her sharp, angular bone structure and her architecturally shaped silhouette, which consists of crisp, straight lines and very sharp edges. She needs accessories that reinforce the theme of geometric shapes and extreme angles, and she's not doing that here. And when she's dressed with her colors, she looks like an autumn, which means she looks good in golden undertones. Autumn colorings. Refer to Color Me Beautiful by Carole Jackson to learn about colors. Now look how stunning she looks. She's dressed in winter colors here, pretty much, and she looks dreadful. And the author of this book said he did not touch up these photos at all, and they were all done. The differences between the two are in a space of 2 hours. Okay, over here she's dressed in autumn colors and in her dramatic clothing personality. See how stunning she looks? Okay, let's go on over to this one right here. This is a soft dramatic. Okay, now she's dressed over here in winter colors and not in her soft dramatic clothing personality. Now look at her over here when she's in her element here. Look how much better she looks. Okay, the soft dramatic is has a strong bone structure, but a soft body type. Her luscious facial features have prominent bones, so she's bold yang with a yin undercurrent, and she's hiding her true sensuality and drama here instead of projecting an appearance that's far less exciting than a real person underneath. She's a very strong beauty. These are not models, by the way. Okay, so you might want to get his book to learn more about this. Look, now she's dressed in autumn colors with golden undertones, and in her clothing personality looks stunning here. Okay, a romantic. A romantic is like very, very feminine look. They have extremely curvy bodies, delicate bone structures, and very rounded facial features. I believe that Lyudmila Putin is a romantic, and she says there are no styles and fashions for her. Well, for a while I couldn't find my styles, and I started sewing, learning because I knew about my lines and everything from this book, and I made my own clothes for a while. Okay, she's a romantic. She looks dreadful here. Okay, this is a romantic spring, I believe. Spring, golden undertones. Look how stunning she looks over here in her romantic clothing personality. Over here, she needs to understand that her curves are luscious, her delicacy is her greatest source of her strength. So her clothing personality that emphasizes her, her femininity, her curves, and makes her look so nice. See this? Okay, this is a romantic who's dressed right and one who's not dressed as a romantic. She's dressed, it looks like in winter colors over here too, and she looks like a spring. Okay, let's go on over here to theatrical romantic. Okay, here she looks delicate and bird-like, hidden under mounds of oversized and sharply angular clothes, and that give her the appearance of a severe-looking matron, okay? After analyzing her small, sharp bone structure and her delicately curvy body and her rounded facial features and her fragile facial bones, he determined she was a theatrical romantic. Look at her dressed to her glory. Okay, she's also dressed in the wrong colors here. She looks like she's wearing summer colors here. Summer, I think. Maybe winter. And now she is in autumn here. Look at that. Golden undertones to her skin, wearing gold earrings. That's autumns. Look great in gold. And she just looks great here. A total redo. Okay, now let's go on over to classic. The classic woman is medium everything. They have a perfect symmetry. They have an innate gracefulness. So they're kind of like medium everything. She is not dressed in her classic clothing personality here. And she's also not dressed in her color. She looks like she's wearing summer colors with silver, with bluish undertones. And I believe she is a spring. Okay, now let's take a look at her over here. She's wearing classic. Classics look great in suit looks, and they're kind of like medium everything. And she's dressed in spring colors. That peach is a spring color. Her shoes look cream colored. Fantastic difference here. Okay, now let's go on over here to dramatic classic. Okay, this person here is dressed in what looks like, I don't know, I guess she's trying to be a soft natural, and she's a dramatic classic. A dramatic classic is has a basic symmetry with angular edges, balanced with a yang influence. Okay, look at this. Dramatic classic. Classic is the medium look, but dramatic is more extreme. You put the two together and it looks kind of like this. Okay, she looks like she is a winter. Now she's dressed in her winter colors here. These are winter colors, I can tell. And in her clothing personality, looks stunning over here. Like I said, this is a... Take a look at soft classic. Okay, soft classic. This is a... the hair, this sort of a combination of feminine with medium. And you can see she's not dressed in her colors here. She's dressed in winter colors here, and she looks dreadful. She is a, I believe she is a summer. And now when she's dressed in her summer colors, that looks like summer. Summer colors with her clothing personality. Look at that difference there. Look at that difference. Okay, let's go on over here. Natural. This is the athletic type. Muscular with slightly angular bone structure, broad open facial bones and features. Okay, she does not look like she's dressed to be the athletic, like the kind of person who'd love the gym. That's the natural clothing personality. They have muscles. Okay, she's not dressed in her colors or her clothing personality here. Look at her over here with natural. She looks so luscious and attractive over here. If you get his book, he'll explain to you why Notice there's only like a 2-hour difference between these photos, and what a difference it makes when you find your colors and your style. Okay, let's go on over here. Flamboyant natural. This is a bold, free, wild, filled with drama, life, and vitality clothing personality, but she certainly isn't dressed according to her clothing personality. She needs strong geometrics with blunt edges, not sharp. Their outlines are relaxed and unconstructed with sturdy accessories. Okay, here she is, not dressed in her colors. I don't know what color she's wearing, but it doesn't look good. She's right over here. Look at this. Flamboyant natural. That's the transformation. When she's dressed in her colors, she looks like a spring in coloring, which means she looks good with oranges and peaches and golden undertones to her, because that highlights the golden undertones to her skin. And she's dressed in her flamboyant natural clothing personality. What a difference. And that's going over here. This is my clothing personality. I am a soft natural. The soft natural is the fresh and sensual lady look. The clothing must have soft edge geometrics in shape, but also relaxed and unconstructed in outline. And there should be slight fluidity to the silhouette. You want to avoid obscuring the shapely figure, but also be sure that nothing's extremely oversized. Fabrics must be lightweight to drape softly or flow, very lightly textured to add a feeling of sensuality. Accessories are somewhat delicate and tapered. I know about this one because this is mine, okay? Here's when she's trying to look like some sort of a classic, I guess, and she's also in winter colors, and she is not a winter. She's an autumn, so she looks great in gold and orange, and either an autumn or a spring. I think she's an autumn. The spring and autumn color palettes are golden undertones. Look at that difference. They're soft, natural, dressed the way she's supposed to, okay? Now, look at this. Gamine, this is the cute and perky clothing personality. She surely doesn't look cute and perky there. Take a look at this. There she is in all her glory. When a Gamine is dressed right, they look great. That's Leslie Caron's a typical Gamine, if you ever watched Gigi, or I forget the one with, anyways. Here we go with flamboyant Gamine. Look at that. When she's dressed right, she looks great. There she is in winter color. She's a winter. And here she is dressed in autumn color. She looks dreadful there. She's not in her color. She's not in her clothing personality. Flamboyant Gamine. Okay, next one is soft Gamine. This is the cute and perky personality combined with the romantic feminine. Look at that. Dreadful there. Look at the difference there. First of all, she's wearing winter colors. She has a golden undertone to her skin, so she looks dreadful with this. Now there she is in, looks like spring or autumn. She looks good in gold. She's wearing gold, and what a difference. Soft Gamine, also dressed in her colors. Here we go with now here's the Yang face. Okay, basically the clothing personalities are a combination of Yin and Yang in different combinations. There's your Yin face. You say, why are you doing this? Well, I have created. My mother just sent me a bunch of clothes, and they look dreadful on me. And I just want the world to know, if you plan on buying me presents, please pay attention to what this book says. And I have another book called Color Me Beautiful by Carole Jackson. And if you do that, you'll help me. I'm a soft, natural winter. And if you go to my website, you can see what would look good on me. And if you want to, there's a test in this book that you can take. There also may be some, you might be able to do a search on this online and find some tests you can take online to determine what type you are. But as you can see, when you dress according to your clothing personality and your colors, you look great. It makes a difference. And for, you know, Lyudmila and these fat chicks are complaining that that fashion is against them. You know what you need to do, you fat chicks? You need to go out and find your clothing personality. You can find, Lyudmila, you know what I think you are? I think you're an autumn romantic. You say, well, I can never look good because the fashions are against me. Well, go create your own fashions then. I actually sewed some of my own clothes because I couldn't find soft, natural winter. I thought there was a conspiracy against me because I'd go out in the stores and I knew my lines and everything. So, you know, Lyudmila, I think you're an autumn romantic. I'll even give you a head start. So you just start looking for autumn romantic clothes and you're going to start looking a lot better.